Yo. Oh, I am so sore. Uh, hello. If you heard me, I am sore right now. I spent an hour in the pool today. Old age is here. Okay, for the giveaway this today, that's all you got to write 724. And if I don't get it, I don't put it on. I don't know why they don't get through. I can't answer that. I am not YouTube. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. What a day. Whew, I spent an hour in the pool at Lifetime Fitness today. Oh my goodness. You know, Sam, like I said, if I don't get it, I can't put it on. So that's, for some reason, it happens, and it happens frequently. So good old YouTube. So it's 6:51. We have 9 minutes. I have so much stuff today. I hope I remember it all. Oh boy. I found the neatest. I'm hot. I was just outside. It's not that bad. I found the neatest store today. Hello. I'm doing well. Thank you. Yeah. I wasn't actually swimming. I was more like treading water. But still. I got to get a bathing suit besides the Speedo. Speedo. Hey, Psyduck. Hey, Conductive. How's it going? 6:52. 8 more minutes, and then I'll start telling you what's going on. Boy, oh boy. Man, I spent, like I said, I spent an hour in the pool today, and I'm ripping a couple things. I'm ripping some of these. These were given to me, and I'm ripping this so we can see what the heck we find in here. I am exhausted. An hour, and the pool has no shade, so you're in the sun for an hour in the pool, but we're going back tomorrow. So hello, Sean. How you doing? How's everything going? I know you had some physical issues. Hello, LK. Yeah, that's all. That's all you have to do is type 724 one time. I hope I get it. Because I can't see this. I can't record what's happening on the side there. I should get some rest. Yeah. I nap every day, sometimes 2 times, 3 times a day. The last thing I need is rest. No. No. Been doing well. You know, when you're my age, every day is Friday, or actually every day is Saturday or Sunday. So I do enjoy my life. We're going to be going to Tennessee one of these weeks. We're going to be going down to Florida for a little while. Maybe Florida might be September. So I'm not really sure about the date to Florida, but we're going to be in the Miami area. And what I like about going there is one of the things I do, I go to Alligator Alley, and I videotape the alligators, a lot of alligators. And let me tell you something. Female alligators are this big, and male alligators are this big. Man, male alligators are monsters. Woo. Yeah, my son lives in Columbia, Tennessee. He lives probably about 2 miles from that gas station that Mike from American Pickers built in Columbia. The giveaway. I hope I get your entries. That's all I can say. And if I don't say, Grandpa, you didn't enter me, because I have nothing to do with it. I enter everybody. Wait till you see what the idea I came up with for a giveaway. I came up with a genius idea, I think. You never know. Sometimes what seems like genius to me is actually stupidity. Oh, geez. Yeah, you can put it on another video. You won't get in any trouble if you put it on more than one video. 724. That's today. Hello, Ben. Oh, I got to show you this. I went to a store today. It was the first time I've seen this store. I've never been in it before. And let me just show you what they have. These are stickers from 1999. I could have gotten them all. I just didn't want to do that to them. He's got books. He has the best Pokemon cards I've ever seen somebody own. Wow. He had binders of beautiful stuff. I mean, whole sets. Like he had a whole fossil set. He had a whole first edition base set. He had, you name it, he had it. And they were really expensive. They were really expensive. He had, and then of course his raw cards were Bubble Mew. He had a card that had a cutout in it, and there was a piece of film from the first movie in there. So when you put it up to a light, you could see Snorlax. It was the most amazing Pokemon card I've ever seen. It was $1,000. Thank you, Corby. It was $1,000. He had, of course, the stained glass, and I got to show you something in a little while about the stained glass. I got something in the mail, stunning. But I'll wait until 7 o'clock to show it. He had the most amazing, and I'm going to put a video of his store on tomorrow. He had, oh, and then I found the store in the mall by me. All they have is Japanese, Korean, and Chinese cards, Pokemon. Thousands of packs, all different kinds. I've never seen that. Oh my goodness. It was crazy. I put a video on. I think I put it on today. It might be tomorrow. I don't remember. I'm still recovering from being at the pool today. The pool was at Lifetime Fitness. So, which was good. There was, I really didn't want to see thong bikinis like that, especially on the guys. It was kind of weird. But thong bikinis on guys. Things you can't unsee. Oh my goodness. And of course there were ladies there in thongs bikinis. And it's weird. See, I always thought that could be a job of mine. I would be the thong bikini approver, where I would say, yes, you're good. No, you're no good. Yes. I want more yeses than nos. Oh, God. That'd be a good job, especially if you got paid well. Things you can't unsee for $300. Oh, I've tried out for Jeopardy 4 times. One time I made it. Actually, in the old days, you had to actually go to them. You couldn't do it online. And I went to a tryout, and I made it to a simulated game, and I didn't go any further than that. I think my personality is just a little too hard for them. Yeah, unfortunately, it's more no's than yeses. That's the okay. There's 3 kinds. Okay, there's yes, no, and heck no. I was going to say the other word, but sometimes I don't know if YouTube calls the HE double hockey sticks a bad word. Who knows? It was fun. I wish I could make it to Jeopardy. I've sat. Let me just tell you. I'll tell you my best Jeopardy story at 7 o'clock. I'll tell you my best Jeopardy story. The host nowadays is Ken Jennings. I don't know if you're aware of that. Alec Trebek passed away a couple of years ago. Ken Jennings set the record for most games won in a row. He won 82. And he's considered the all-time greatest Jeopardy champion. So he's the host now. But while he was playing in that 82 game run, I'm sitting on the couch with my wife, with Susie, and Alex Trebek goes, "This is the French equivalence to Troy ounce." And nobody buzzes in. Ken Jennings did not buzz in, but I said, "What is avoirdupois?" And it goes, and Alex Trebek goes, "What is avoirdupois?" And Susie looks at me and goes, "How the did you know that?" And I said, 40 years ago, it went in here. It's been rattling around in there for 40 years, waiting to come out. And there it was. What is avoirdupois? Don't ask me to spell it. And then I'll tell you one more. This happened more. This was probably when I did that. That was probably, I don't know, 5 years, 10 years ago. It was a long time ago. 6 months ago, we're watching Jeopardy. And Ken Jennings is the host. And he says, the Nobel Prize is issued in, is always issued in one city, except one time it was issued in this foreign capital. Which foreign capital was it? And I said, "What is Oslo?" And nobody buzzed in, because it's in Stockholm all the time. And nobody buzzed in. And Ken Jennings goes, "What is Oslo?" And again, she turns to me and goes, "How do you know this stuff?" And I said, "It went in here 10 years ago. It's been bopping around and out it came." And it's weird because I don't know Shakespeare and I don't know female authors, but I know geography, history, mathematics. Man, I know a lot of, I am a trivia nut. Okay, so I go to the post office. I've been going to the post office. I think I mailed about 50 things. I was so far behind in my mailings because I had 3 giveaways at one time, and it was crazy. And so I had so many things to mail out. But I go to the post office and I open my post office box, and this is there. And I can't, it's so big, I can't get it out of the post office box. They wouldn't go through the front window. They had to pull it out the back and give it to me. Watch this. This came from a subscriber. This is the most incredible thing I've ever seen. Is that awesome or what? When I have a studio, that's going to be hanging behind me. I'm also going to have a whole bunch of stuff like this, like all the artwork little kids have sent me, and I've gotten a lot of artwork. I have a lot of artwork here from little kids, and I'll put it all behind me. I have to build a studio. Everything, there's so many things I have to do, and it's just hard to do everything, especially now that I'm fighting this darn algorithm. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, what a nightmare it's become. Oh, I got to make it a little tighter. Hold on. So it's been an incredible couple of weeks. I mean, think about it. Somebody sent me this in the mail. Oops, that's for Australia. That's for Psyduck. Sir Psyduck. Look at this. This is beautiful. I hope this is tight enough. I don't want to mess it up. She's not on right now. She said she's going to be on about a half hour before the end. And if she's on, I will introduce her. That is stunning. But I did the card show 2 weeks ago, and in case you don't know it, a sub gave me this. You know, Mimikyu that's my favorite card. This is my favorite Pokemon. So how cool is this? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's like Christmas. Okay. Let me turn on the air conditioner because I'm starting to sweat. This is for the giveaway, people. Say this. I always say it on 2 videos to make sure it gets to me. You never know. So I came up with a crazy idea. Tell me if you think it's crazy. So Pitch Black was released last week. I've gotten a couple nice. I got that Slowbro. What a beautiful card with, I think it's Shelder biting him on the backside. So, see, don't put #724 because Ben, that pound sign is going to mess it up. Just put 724. Don't embellish it because it won't show up. So it's Shuckle that's biting Slowpoke on the backside. So I came up with this idea. Again, I'm trying to figure out the algorithm and how to get it. I mean, you can't imagine the crappy. Let me just read something to you. Now, remember, a month ago I was averaging 85 subs a day, 85 a day. I'm going to go back starting yesterday. I'm going to read you how many subs I had starting yesterday. Yesterday I had 0. The day before I had -2. The day before I had -7. The day before I had -3. The day before, I had 1. The day before, I had 12. Let me go back a little. Remember the day we had the giveaway where I said, just enter 1,000,000 times. Do you know how many subs I had that day? 136. So the algorithm, I'm trying to figure it out, and it's not that easy. So I came up with an idea. I said to myself, what if I rip a pack a day of Pitch Black until I there's a gold card in there. The whole card is gold. I can't remember which one it is. Until I hit that gold card, a pack a day until I hit that gold card. And what I'll do is okay. Now, this is a 2-stage talk about giveaways. So this is just the first stage. A pack a day, I'm going to put the cards into a binder. If I don't hit the gold, then it'll be day 2, the next day. Then it'll be day 3, the next day, until I hit that gold card. It may take 100 days. Well, in that 100 days, I'm going to rip 100 packs, and I'm going to put them, no duplicates, just single cards. And I don't care if they're SIRs, ARs, hollows, reverse hollows, or just plain Pokemon cards. I'm going to put them into a binder. And when I hit the gold card, what I've been doing all the way from the first day until I hit the card is going in and let the computer take 20 names. 20 names, 20 names, 20 names. And I keep track of these names. And when I hit the gold card, I have a drawing of all those names to see who wins the binder. And I'll have second, third, fourth, I'll have other things, but that's one half. In the meantime, I'll have some little sneaky giveaways. I'll make sure there's at least one sneaky giveaway a week, at least one a week. Now, the thing is with the ripping a pack a day, You can enter as far as I care. And I'm not telling you to enter 50 times, but you can enter as many times as you want. I don't care. And say my first pack is tomorrow, Saturday. You could enter as many times as you want on Saturday. And you could enter as many times as you want. Sunday, I'll have a different video. Okay. First one will be volume 1 or something like that. Stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 4, stage 50. And you could enter on every one of them as many times as you want. But when I hit that gold card, the next day, I'm going to have the giveaway of all these names that I've accumulated. And somebody's going to win a monster Pokemon gift. A binder with God knows how many cards in it. I'd love to have the whole set. I don't know if that's going to happen because there's always going to be 1 or 2 cards you're looking for. But I think it's a pretty unique idea. But again, during the course of the week, I will be having sneaky or hidden giveaways. You have to watch the videos to enter them. And I'm only going to have them. So say I put a, excuse me. Say I put a sneaky video on a Thursday at 8 o'clock. Well, Friday at 8 o'clock, 24 hours, you can't enter after that. So you have to enter in the 24 hours after I hide it somewhere. And I'm not going to just put it at the end of the video. I'm going to put it in the middle of the video, in the 3/4 of the video, in the beginning, somewhere in the video. Excuse me. So tomorrow you'll see a thumbnail that says stage 1 or volume 1 or something like that. There'll be a number 1 in the thumbnail. That's day 1 for ripping a pack. And if I have to rip, and I'm going to do this, I think this is a good idea. When the 30th anniversary stuff comes out, I'm going to do it with the 30th anniversary stuff too. The 30th anniversary stuff is going to be, from what it looks like to me and from what I'm seeing, is going to be really hard to get a hold of and really expensive. So starting tomorrow, look for a video. And I'll do it with a thumbnail also. So I'll have 2. I'll have a short and a long. Look for both of them. You can enter both of them. There's no punishment for entering as many times as you want unless YouTube decides to stop you. And I can't help that. There's nothing I can do about that. So I think it's going to be a good idea. I'm trying to get rid of a little window there, and I did. So excellent. So you think it's a good idea? I hope you think it's a good idea. I think it's a great idea. Somebody's going to win a really awesome Pokemon prize. So let's rip a couple things. This store I went to today gave me these to do in a giveaway. So any hits from these today, I'm giving them away. Any hits. So hopefully because the Japanese cards are good. I mean, I say there's 2, 4, 6, there's 2, 4, 7 packs. I'll bet I have 4 hits in here. I love Japanese cards because their pull rate is so darn good. And also, he gave me some older cards. Check this out. He gave me all of these cards to give away. He's just throwing cards at me saying, here, put them on a giveaway. That's his store's name. And here's the info for his store. It's a beautiful store. Let's see if I have. Look at this. We had a little pack challenge in his store. He pulled that. My goodness, that is a beautiful card. I'm giving these away. These are series 2. The 30th anniversary. Look at, Score Bunny is so cute. Oh my goodness. Grookey, not bad. This is what I pulled, the Meowth double rare. So I didn't have as good a time as he did, but that's okay. He gave me the cards to give away. So here's let's see, anything else that's good in here? Oh. What is? Oh, it's just a reverse hollow of a Shinx. So I'm going to be giving away a lot of stuff. Whoa. Hold on. I don't want windows popping up. Why do I do that? I touch things. I shouldn't touch things. A window of emojis just popped into my view. So I'm going to be giving away a lot of stuff for tonight. And let me tell you, it's been, hold on. That's not a good one. I don't even have to tell you. Some of these big winners have been in Canada, in Europe. I had to ship something big to Belgium. Ay, ay, ay. Yikes. But it's fun. I have a good time doing it. My sweetheart just texted me. Can I just look without getting in trouble? I'm sorry. Let's see what she says. It's a girl thing. So let's look for some good stuff in here. This is all part of the giveaway. So if I hit any hits I get in here, it's the giveaway. Part of it. Oh my God. I forgot. They're in Japanese, so I don't know who that is. Help! Who's that? Dark tricks. I think this is this Raticate? Or Ratata? I'm not sure. I think this is Ratata. Why am I thinking Houndour? It doesn't look like a hound to me, but I'm thinking Houndour. So it was Ratata, yes. But who's this? This Roundour? A Houndour? Roundour. And I don't drink. Think about if I drank or smoked pot or something. I should know her name. I don't. This isn't Doublade because there's only one blade. Oh my goodness. I'm not going to have a good night tonight when it comes to these. Yes. Good Lord. Hone Edge. I should know that. Well, you know, I watch PokeRev rip stuff. He knows everything. God bless that man. Or Nate. Nate knows everything too. And so does Marie. I love Nate and Marie. They're such nice people. I got to meet them one day. Is this Fletchender, maybe? And I think I'm going to go send a message out to my overseas people and say, if you want to send me a pack from, say you have French Pokemon, you live in France and you have French Fletching. I thought it was Fletchender. I was close. Send me a pack and I'll send you a pack back. But an English pack. I don't know who this is. Boy, I am really striking out tonight. I don't know. I think I'm going to know one of them coming up. Not this one. Watch the next one. I think I know the next one. Esper. Yeah. I think the next one is maybe Pavilion. Is that what it is? Pavilion? That's not Beautifly. I think it's Pavilion. Yeah. Good one, Sir Psyduck. Yeah, Pavilion. I was right. Thank you, Riot Shield. This looks like a Certs to me. Pokecerts. Pavilion. I was right. I can't believe I knew that was the Pavilion. That's one more Pokemon I've learned along the way. What stories am I going to tell tonight? Oh, boy. You never know. You never know what pops into my head. Tomorrow, I'm going to, my grandson is performing in a play tomorrow. The Little Mermaid. He is one of the sailors. I'm glad he's one of the sailors and not the Little Mermaid. You know what I'm saying? So here's Honage. This next one I think this is Porygon. Oh, I was right. That was Honedge. Porygon. I'm pretty sure. Oh, Nose Pass. Yeah, I messed up. This next one I have no clue. And I'm not going to hit a biggie yet. Boy, this is weird. I thought I was going to hit 3 or 4 really nice packs or really nice cards. And it's looking bleak. Scatterbug. Oh, man, you people are good. I don't know how you do this. Is this Hippodon or something like that? Hippodon? Hippodon. I was right. Wow. The next one, I'm not even going to try. Fletchender? Oh, that's cool. The Tin Man. Tin Man was, I think, Ray Bolger, maybe. Fletch. Yeah, I was close. Oh, this is Talonflame. Talonflame. Ooh. Still no hits. I mean, come on. I might just send all of these cards to one person so you can get an assortment of cards to start your Japanese collection. This is Doublade. I know it is. I know that's Doublade because there's 2 blades. Doublade. Hello. Hello, Appetite for Life. Okay. Fletchender. This is my first holo coming up. Oh, what does Nose Pass evolve into? Probo something. Probo Nose, or something like that. Probo Pass. See, I was pretty close. I was close. You gotta give me partial credit for that one. Here's a holo. I have no idea who this is. Hello, Man Bear Pig. Tell your 2 youngsters. I do know their name, but I don't like giving out names on the internet. Tell him I said hello. From A to Z. How's that sound? The 8-year-old is A and the 4-year-old is Z. This is a Pokeswatter. I don't believe I haven't had a hit yet. What a bummer. Pokeswatter. Yeah, I remember the names. It was easy to remember because one of them begins with an A and one of them begins with a Z. Simple. The store I was in today, the guy had to tell me his name about 5 times. And it's simple. He's one of the turtles. His name is Raphael. He showed me his driver's license. It's Raphael Michelangelo. You gotta be kidding. 2 of the 4 turtles. But I got a hit. Somebody is gonna. Oh. Wow. Somebody's going to be very happy. Who's this? Far-fetched, I think. Wait till you see what's coming up. I think this is Far-fetched. Fetchender. Okay. Here's Ratata. Here's Esper again. Just wait. I'm going to actually skip over this card and put it down here. And this is this Lopunny or Bunnelby? It's one of those 2. It's either Lopunny or Bunnelby. I got to put it in the sleeve. I have to. Bunnelsby. Watch this. Special art rare. That makes up for those packs. Wow. Special art rare. I'm going to put it in a sleeve right now so it doesn't get damaged. Let me look. It's centered properly. Boy, if you send this out to get it graded, it might come back a 10. It's a nice card. Somebody's going to win that one. Let's put it right there. Wow. Those first 4 packs were not good. That pack was awesome. 2 more packs. Hey, it's weird. I always say when I'm ripping a box, the box can be a stinker. But one card can turn lemons into lemonade. Here we go. Ghastly. I am having a good day. I spent time at the pool today, and I'm suffering from it. I don't know who this is. Barnacle. Yep. Bamicle. Bamicle. My nose is itching. I should know who it is. It's the ant. I can't remember who it is. Binnacle. Bianicle. Okay, man. Riot Shield Man Pack. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. We have this bird again, and we have the fly swatter again. So 6 packs so far, and one biggie, one big hit. Yeah, I do. It's my nose. I don't know if you caught that. I tried to do it a little, a little off the cuff so nobody noticed. I don't know why Pokemon cards make me itch. I don't know why. Let's do a sneak preview. Esper. There's only 80 cards in the set, so that's why you're seeing duplicates. Who's this? Yeah, I know. First of all, these are Japanese packs, but I'm about to go to Pitch Black. Pitch Black. Rowlet. Yep. Then I think this is the Denny. The Denny. Daytrix. I don't know. Hey, Jay, did you just come on? Jay's Mix? Or for the new people, I have to show you something. Watch this. This came in the mail yesterday. This was in my post office box. Well, kind of. Because it really didn't fit in the post office box, tell you the truth. Watch this. If I can open it. How cool is this? That is so cool. That's from a sub that lives in California. What happened was her significant other was not feeling well one day, I think. So I knew her significant other was a Mimikyu fan. And I had this little Mimikyu figurine. Hold on. I only had one, and it was really little. It was only like this big. And I sent it to her in the mail as a little gift. And it was just, it was weird because to get these little figurines, you had to buy a box. And I bought this box. The box is only this big. And I pulled a Mimikyu. I couldn't believe it. So, I do have shirts. I should put them on eBay. I really should put them on eBay. Thank you, Piss Off. I should put them on eBay because I can't open a store. And I've sold shirts on eBay before. When I lived in Las Vegas, there was a place, about 3 miles from my house called Savers, which is kind of like a Goodwill, but nicer. So I went there one day just to see what they had. Well, I looked at the bicycles, and they had the Trek bicycle, Trek, and it had the pedals that your shoes clamped onto, like racing pedals. You mean these? So racing pedals. So I brought the bike inside. There was no price on it. I brought the bike inside and said, "How much is this?" And they said, $25. And I bought it, and I put it on Craigslist that afternoon, and I sold it that afternoon for $350. I paid $25 for it. But that's not what I used to do. That happened one time. I found a snowboard, brand new, never had hardware mounted, brand new. There was a company in town, I can't remember its name, but they sold snowboards and skis. And it sounds like, why would Las Vegas need snowboards and skis? Well, 30 miles from Las Vegas is a ski area up at 10,000 feet. So you can be, in the wintertime, it might be 50 degrees in Las Vegas, and it might be 20 degrees up there with 3 feet of snow. So I bought the snowboard, and the same thing. I sold it to somebody in San Francisco. That was hell to wrap. But what I used to do is I would go up and down the T-shirt rows, and they had a lot of them. And I'd pull out all the certain ones. I'd pull out, there goes the nose itching, all the Harley Davidsons, all the concert T-shirts. So if, say, you went to see Miley Cyrus in concert, and she was on tour, and the front would have like a picture of her singing or something, and the back would have the tour dates. So I would buy those. I would buy Disney because they sold very well. And I was buying these shirts for like $3 and selling them for $12 to $15, and shipping. And I sold Harley Davidson shirts from around the world. Man, Harley Davidson has stores everywhere. I sold Harley Davidson T-shirts from Saudi Arabia, from Alaska, from Germany. I mean, from Honolulu. And everybody was dying to get them. Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? So yesterday, I said, I got to go over to, we have a Goodwill store about 7-8 miles from my house here. I said, I have to go over and see if they have any Pokemon shirts. I think, how cool will that be that if they had like old Pokemon shirts? I think that would be cool. They didn't have a good selection of shirts. They had 0 Pokemon shirts. They had one. I almost bought a T-shirt. It was a WrestleMania T-shirt from when WrestleMania was in Philadelphia. I almost bought it, and I said, nah, it's just one shirt. I don't need to do that. I have to get a drink. I'm getting a little dry. So I have a pack here. I went into this store. It's called Cards to Go. I put a video online about it. It's all Japanese, Chinese, and Korean cards. And they had this pack. They had two of them. This one's not been opened. I opened one so far. So this pack is called Striking Competition. But you notice down here, Tag Team. I love tag team cards. So I got two of these packs. They were relatively expensive. I didn't know anything about them. I should have bought more. And I pulled a tag team of trainers. This is Misty and Lorelei, Chinese from Striking Competition. Pretty cool. I had never seen a tag team of trainers. Then I pulled this card, Mega Lopunny and Jigglypuff. Now, this was a nice pull. I love this card. Mega Lopunny. Think about it. It's an SR, so it's just a secret rare, but still, it's a beautiful card. Now, I have another pack. I'm going to open that tomorrow. So everybody that's just come in within the past, say, 15 minutes, you didn't hear me talking about what I'm going to do for a giveaway. That's for tonight. And I'm going to have some good stuff. Now, starting tomorrow, Saturday the 25th, I'm going to start ripping one pack a day of Pitch Black. And when the 30th anniversary comes out, I'm going to start with that also, the same thing, one pack a day. What I'm going to do with that one pack is, and I hope I'm explaining this properly, I'm going to put it in a binder. So I'll have a pack tomorrow and a pack on Sunday and a pack on Monday and just keep putting them in a binder. I'm going to keep doing it until I pull the gold card. I don't remember which gold card it is, but it's a completely gold card. So I'm going to, and that'll be the end, and I'll have the drawing then. But what I'm going to do, the way I'm going to do this drawing is I'm going to have a short and a video. And I'm going to call them Step 1, Volume 1, something 1. You'll see it. You'll be able to figure it out. Enter as many times on both of them if you want to, as many times as you want. And then that'll be tomorrow. And then on Sunday, it'll be Volume 2 or Step 2. Enter again. And what I'm going to do on Sunday, I'm going to go back to the Saturday ones, and I'm going to pull 20 names from the short and 20 names from the long and put them, and I compile them, 40 names. Now, say this goes 100 days. That's 4,000 names are going to be in the drawing. So one person is going to win a binder loaded with cards, and I'll have maybe an ETB and a booster bundle, and I'll have other things, gradually stepping down. But the number one item is going to be a binder filled with Pitch Black cards. Now, when the 30th anniversary gets released, whatever it's called, I don't even know what it's called, I'm going to do the same thing, a pack a day. I have a feeling it's going to be a little more expensive. But I'll do a pack a day until I pull a certain card. And at the beginning, I'll announce what that card's going to be. And I'll just keep ripping a pack a day until I pull that card. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll be accumulating names, 40 names a day, and put them in a giveaway. And somebody's going to win a big binder loaded with cards. So should I tell the story first? I wish I could tell you the big one. You don't know there's a story that I want to tell you, and I can't. Yeah, it is the gold dark ray. It might on a second pack. I think it is the gold dark ray. I can't tell you. It's so annoying that I can't tell you that story. But there's a really good reason why I can't tell you, and there's two really good reasons why I can't tell you. It's so unfortunate. If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. You'd say, no way. No. Yeah. Yeah. So let's leave it at that. If something happens in the future where I am allowed to tell you, I will tell you. You never know what can happen. But right now, I'm not allowed to tell you. There's a lot. And concerning that story, there's a whole bunch of stuff I'm not allowed to tell you, which is so bizarre. So let me think of something that I love. Oh man, I have so many stories I have. I'm amazed at what people say to me, what people try to do. And oh boy, I was a soccer coach, a baseball coach, a football coach, a hockey coach. Am I leaving anything out? I never coached basketball. I reffed basketball. Basketball's not an easy game to referee. Of all of that stuff, reffing hockey games was my favorite. So I'll tell you a couple hockey stories because it was my favorite. I love doing it. The first hockey fight I ever had when I was a referee was all of a sudden one player hit another player. They dropped their gloves and they were just holding each other's sweaters and just boom, 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 boom. And I said now there's two of us, two referees on the ice. I said, okay, we got to break it up, but we got to be really careful because it was two girls, two maybe 14 or 15-year-old girls just beating the snot out of each other. Oh my God. Oh, it was hilarious. No, I live in New Jersey. And the nicest place I ever reffed was West Point Military Academy. I reffed a lot of games there. Beautiful ice. One other fight story. You may have heard this one. I'm about to drop the puck to start the game, and all of a sudden, two players just start punching each other. The game's not underway yet. So I go, what do you do? I can't give these guys penalties. The game hasn't even started. I said, so you got to think quick. I said, I'm going to give them each 10-minute misconducts. So I gave them both 10-minute misconducts, put them in the penalty box, and I said, hey, coach, get a parent in the penalty box with them because the two players that were fighting each other were on the same team, and now they're in the penalty box, and they're both PO'd at each other. And not only were they on the same team, they were cousins. Oh, my. Oh, incredible. No, I live in New Jersey. Somebody asked me that a little while ago, I think. I've been to Canada. So what's the goofiest thing that ever happened to me? Oh, I'm starting a hockey game. Now, one thing about a referee, you're supposed to bring two whistles out in case one of your whistle breaks or stops whistling, you have a spare whistle. So I would keep one in my pocket and one on my hand. And the whistle has like a clamp like that fits right at. You put your fingers through there and it can stay on your hand. It never falls off. So the first thing you're supposed to do is blow the whistle and everybody gets ready and you drop the puck. So I go to blow the whistle and I don't have one on my hand. And I said, uh-oh. So I reached to get the one in my pocket and I said, uh-oh. So I said, coaches, I'll be right back. I had to go into the locker room and get two whistles. I'm home one day. I'm home. I live a couple miles away from an arena at Montclair State. It's called the Floyd Hall Arena. My phone rings. I answer it. Hello, hi, this is Mark. Can I help you? And the guy goes, hi, this is blah, blah from Floyd Hall Arena. We have a junior game that's supposed to start in a couple minutes, and there's no referees here. Can you come and ref the game? I said, it'll take me 10 minutes to get there and 10 minutes to get dressed. And they said, fine, not a problem. I threw my bag into the car, zipped over, got dressed. I'm the only one on the ice, the only referee. Juniors, these are good hockey players. I called what I think was a great game. I called a great game. I don't even remember if it was close. I don't remember. I've reffed a lot of games in my life. At the end of the game, both coaches thanked me. That was the only time that ever happened. Usually both coaches would be cursing me out. Oh boy. Rippin was fun, but you have to be a good skater. And I was a very good skater, but I was a lot younger. I mean, we're talking, I probably retired from skating 20 years ago. And I just let the younger people do it. You know, it's a younger person's thing because it was too dangerous for me. You fall, you break a hip, bad things happen. So let's open a pack of pitch black. Has anybody ripped these so far? Anybody ripped pitch blacks and had any luck? What do you think? Tell me, let's see some comments about what you think about pitch black. And my luck was horrible. Ooh, can't find them anywhere. Man, I saw so much today. Look what I have. Watch. ETB. Oh, I thought they were going to fall. 2 booster bundles. I got them because I want to, like I said, and I have a ETB and a booster bundle on order, and because I want to rip a pack a day for that giveaway thought that I had. So I had to have 30 packs on hand ready to go. And when I get down to 10 left, I'll buy 30 more packs ready to go. So I think it's going to be a great idea. Let's see how it works out. So starting tomorrow, there's going to be a short, and a video. And it'll be something like step 1, part 1, volume 1, something like that. And any comment you make is an entry, and enter as many times as you want. This, don't get in trouble with YouTube. Don't get YouTube to flag you. And I don't want YouTube to flag me. Okay, got to be careful in here. I should not be sticking. There is a lid here. It was supposed to be on there. I don't want to, by accident, cut myself. Not a good thing. Okay, here we go. Pack 1. That's terrible that for a bird. You know, what these scalpers have done, that they go into like stores and just rip everything off the shelves. Man, it's so pathetic. Like these things, when I got these today, he had many more. I could have gotten all of them, but I left some for other people. In fact, I left more than I took, but there was one in particular that I really had to have. That one. That's mine. Those are stickers from 1999. Yeah, Target up by me. I went to a Target recently, and up by me, it's 25 miles away. They keep them behind the customer service desk, and the guy at the customer service desk says every day they restock them at night, and every morning when we open the store, there's a line outside. And they come in, he goes, literally, they restock the shelves, and within a half hour, they're all gone. Everything's gone. So you have to be in line. You have to be one of the first. I'm not going to go stand in a line to buy Pokemon cards. Come on. I hate scalpers. And you have no idea how much I don't like scalpers. Okay. They've kind of ruined the hobby for kids. I want to get hold on, I'll be right back. Oh, my legs are so sore. My seat has wheels. My seat has wheels. I can't just get up. My legs are so sore from being in the pool today. We're going tomorrow. My sweetheart's so happy that I'm going to the gym. She goes to the gym all the time. She's so happy I'm going to the gym with her. So I get these on, on Amazon. And what they are, there's 2 of them. I keep my cards. I have thousands of these with cards in them. So here's what it is on Amazon. They're not expensive. They're a great way to keep cards. By the way, in case anybody doesn't know, and I say this all the time, this is me and my sweetie. Now, I am definitely in here. I'm 6'3.5". I've shrunk. I'm 6'3" now. I've shrunk to 6'3". Man Bear Pig met me, and he knows how tall I am because I got in front of him and I said, I just, you hear me talk about how big I am. I just want you to see how big I really am. And she's 6 feet tall. So that's my sweetie. Sleeve cards don't fit in that box. They don't fit in this box. No. If a card's good enough to put in a sleeve, I then put it in one of these. This is what's called a semi-rigid holder. So I don't put sleeved cards in these boxes. So the first thing I'm going to do is those Japanese cards are all going here. Keep everything nice and neat. It's best. And somebody's getting this. This was my best pull of those 7 packs. Somebody's getting this. Yeah, that's the best thing that Target should do is keep things back from those. Boy, I just hate scalpers. It's really. And then they sell them. That's why I don't sell cards. I don't sell cards because I don't want to be a scalper. Somebody's always trying to buy. I never wanted to sell cards on YouTube because I don't want anybody to be unhappy with me selling a card to them and then complain to YouTube. I don't sell cards on YouTube. Period. So here we go. I'd love to keep my hands in view, but then I got to keep them up like this. And I can't go like that because that doesn't look good. So here we go. Let's see. Sheldon. Oh, let's see if I get close enough. I can actually read that. Poltergeist. Vullaby. Shippin. Dark Bell. Do I have to actually say the names? At least I can say because they're English. Toucanon. What a great idea. Toucanon. I love some of these names that come up with. Bronzong. Mischief. Poltergeist. Didn't I just have one of those? But this is a reverse hollow. We've got a double rare of Mega Delphox. And we have the energy card. Oops. I have so many energy cards. Once in a while, somebody says, when you send something to them, can I sign an energy card? Of course, I'll sign an energy card. Of course. Mega Delphox. But I mean, I go right here in the drawer and I could pull out one of those and just, lots of energy cards. I have a lot more. One more thing. At the card show, when this was given to me, the little 4-year-old girl's favorite Pokemon are Froakie and Piplup. So I had done a lot of looking for Froakie and Piplup. I put together a Pokemon binder for them. It was an actual Pokemon. It said Pokemon on the binder itself. Beautiful binder. And I put together, the older daughter liked Flareon, Pikachu, and Charizard. So I put maybe 10 cards in her binder, and the younger girl likes Pipluck and Froakie. And I'm like, I gotta find Froakie and Pipluck. Well, I did. I found good stuff, but I also found something like this. I'm going through stuff, and I go, son of a gun. I have a Froakie coin. Now, this is a Dragonite coin, but I had a Froakie coin. I'm like, what are the odds? I got something. I'm a collector of everything. I have something here. See this? A baggie full of stuff. I just have to show you. Watch this. You may know what these are. You may not. Just hit my elbow. Steel penny. Very good. A lot of you may not be old enough to realize what they are, but I'll tell you what they are. Back in 1943, these are all 1943s. For World War II, the military needed copper for whatever they were using it for. So they stopped making copper pennies for 1 year. They made steel pennies and steel cents, actually. And so that 1 year, they're all just like that, steel. They're kind of white, basically. And every once in a while, a copper one pops out, or that's all 1943s. A 1944 steel pops out, and somebody could get a lot of money for one of those. And we're talking maybe 3 digits to the left of the comma. Yeah. For if you had a 1943 copper or a 1944 steel, you could get a lot of money for them. So that's your class today in coinage. I have so many other really goofy things like that. I collect everything. I'm not a hoarder, but I do collect everything. Let's see. I don't know if it's in here. I want to show you something. Yeah. Maybe. This is from 1934. This is an old $10 bill. It's what they used to look like. And if you go back before this, our bills were in the 1800s were beautiful, beautiful. Now check this out. Does anybody know what this is? And it just so happens I have 2 of them. And it just so happens I have 3 of them. Yeah, a PETA for life. You know it. Okay. Look at the serial number here. Notice there's a star at the end. It's called a star note. There's a star at the end of this one. And they're consecutive, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And they're in great shape, which is very unusual. And here's a star at the end of this one. And what happens is, you're not going to believe it, but I swear to God, this is true. When they're printing money, they have these big sheets before they're cut. And somebody physically, back in the old days, I don't know if they still do this physically, they might do it with electronics now, would look at every sheet to see if there were any misprints. And if there's a misprint, they had to replace it, and they put in another sheet, but it was a star sheet. So in among, if you got $100 from a bank that was wrapped, you might have a star in there. So that's what, but let me tell you a little story about the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. back a long time ago. Now you have to understand my background's electronics, and I morphed into computers as the computer era hit. But my background was actually digital electronics. So I worked for a company called boy, I'm not going to remember the name. Holy crow, I can't remember the name of the company. But they had what's called a step and repeat plate maker. Now, if ever you see somebody talking like a sports figure talking, and behind them is like a wall of with some words on it, and it looks like here's the word that might say Chicago Bears. Then there's one here, Chicago Bears, Chicago Bears, Chicago Bears, and then it might say NFL, NFL, NFL. That's a step and repeat plate that made that. So I worked for the company that provided these things for the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. So I had to spend a week in Washington, D.C., installing these things in the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. And then I had to be frisked when I went out that I wasn't stealing their bills. I mean, there's security everywhere. There's locked doors everywhere. There's locked everything everywhere. So it's just bizarre that they have to. And I also worked in a nuclear power plant one day. And let me tell you something, that was the noisiest place I've ever been. Working on electronics, working on computer equipment in a nuclear power plant. You have to have earplugs in. Otherwise, this is the number for the giveaway. Just say this number. Now, in case you didn't hear, I'm going to explain this to you again. Hold on. I need to get a drink. Boy, I talk so much, I get so dry. Oh, by the way, I mailed out 37 cards to Beckett's today. I'd like to send them to PSA, but I'm not going to pay $80 a card to have them graded. And so right now I have about 60 cards out at Beckett's getting graded. And I have more to go. I probably have another 60 to go. I'm just behind. It's just, you hear me say all the time, this is a very time-consuming thing to do, to have a channel. And if I had a job, like a real job, like a 9 to 5 or an 8 to whenever, I wouldn't be able to do a channel. You can't. There's no way. It's too much work. So I now have a whole bunch of cards out at Beckett's. I might send some to Tag or CGC. I don't know. I'm going to give it a try. These are my first 2 submissions to Beckett's ever. So to me, PSA, because I had done it so many times, Beckett's is actually easy to do. So's PSA. Tag, I tried, and I was having issues trying to put my address in there. It was fighting me it kept sending me in a circle. It was weird. And I just said, oh, to heck with this. So I'm going to try Tag again. I have at least 60, 70 cards. I don't know, maybe more ready that have to go. I have a lot of cards that are in really nice shape. So let's get pack number 2. And then I'll talk about the giveaway again, and I'll explain it to people. And I hope I can explain it. You'll see the videos tomorrow. The videos will explain them. I know they do. Oh, I'm sorry. Pick-a-peck of pickled peppers. Sizzlepede. Mastiff. Cranidos. Relicanth. Backtrack Badge. Delmise. I pulled a beautiful Delmise a couple days ago. I don't know if I sent it in. Hold on, let me see. I may have sent it in to get graded. I don't know. Boy, do you remember these? The break cards. No, I can't find the Delmise, so I probably sent it in. Let's see. Delmise. Formantis. Thievel. Looks like a thief, right? An evil thief. Thievel. Boy, some of these names they make so much sense. Miridon. And that's a hollow, right? Yeah, it is. And we have the store that baby. So I'm going to explain the giveaway for tomorrow again for the people that weren't here before. I don't know if there's anybody. There might be nobody. We had a lot more people online before. We were up in the 70s, and now we're down at 39. People are bailing. So tomorrow, the 25th, in the morning, I'll have a video and a short explaining. It'll say something like step 1, phase 1, volume 1. I don't know what it's going to say, but you're going to see the number 1 in the title. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip a pack of these starting tomorrow, a pack a day, and make a video out of it. And I'll rip it and I'll put them all in a binder, and I'll put them in numerically. I'll put them in proper order. And then that'll be tomorrow. And on Sunday, I'll rip a second pack. And on Monday, I'll rip a third pack, and so on until I hit the gold card, which I think is the number 2 card in that set. I think it's number 2. I can't remember. Is it Delmise? Is it a Delmise? I can't remember. But then I'm going to take 20 names from the short. So enter as many times as you want in both of them. There's no rules about entering. Enter as many. You want to enter 1 time in each? Be my guest. You want to enter 20 times in each? Be my guest. I'm going to take 20 names from the short, 20 names from the video, and put them in a file from day 1. Day 2, I'll take 20 more names from each one and put them in the file. Now we have 40. So I'm going to do 40 names from each day. So now day 2, we'll have 80 names. Day 3, we'll have 120, 106. 160 on day 4. Day 5 will be 200. And it'll just keep growing until I pull that gold card. When I pull that gold card, the next day I'll have the giveaway of the binder and see who wins. That binder may have I don't know, 500 cards in it. Even though I don't know how many cards there are, but I'm going to have the regular cards, the reverse hollows, the full arts, the illustration rares, the special illustration rares, and any hyper rare. I'm going to all the cards that I pull are going to go into that binder. So somebody's going to win a binder with a lot of nice cards in it. So what's up, retired Navy Rob? How are you? So it should be good. I think it's going to be good. Here we go. Pack 3. And I'm out at a card store today, and I'm looking at the clock, and I'm going, oh, man, I'm going to be online in about 45 minutes. I really should get going home. Oh, boy. Okay. Picky Peck. Pickle Peppers. Sizzlepede. Mastiff. Cranidos. Sorry about that. Heatran. Misty's Vitality. I just had this. Lampin, who comes from Litwick. Does Lampin evolve into Chandelure? Sizzlepede. That's a reverse hollow. Vicavolt, that's a reverse hollow. The hollow is shadowy energy. And then there's basic energy. Delmise, I think that's the one. Has the gold card. I think, I'm not sure. So let me show you what I got today. For people that have just come on. I mean, he gave me a lot of stuff. He was happy to see me because he knows I'm going to post his store to 43,000 people. That's a sticker. 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 Now, sticker. This is my grandson's favorite, Squirtle. So my grandson's going to get that. And then I'm keeping the Charizard. Because Charizard's mine. Because I love Charizards. So do a lot of other people. Now, he gave me all this stuff. We ripped things, but hold on. He gave me some old cards like this. He said, give them away. So I'm going to give away old cards. These are all basic Pokemon. So these are all from 1999. Drowsy, Tangela, however you say it. Here's his store's name. Jams 3 Cards and Collectibles. Now, we had a pack battle. He ripped this. Gorgeist, beautiful card. I don't want to do that. Then, of course, it was the 30th anniversary first partner. This is Series 2. Sobel, Score Bunny. These are all going out for people that enter tonight. So I may have like 20 winners or 25 winners. This is what I pulled, the Meowth. It's a double rare. Then these were all, these are all just the basic cards. But there is Binnacle right there. Basic cards. I like keeping things nice and neat too. I mean, because it's very easy. The other day, something weird happened. The other day, I went to mail cards to somebody. I couldn't find my old cards. Couldn't find them. I put them in a drawer. They're right here. They're on my desk. They're right here. Right here. I couldn't find them. I hate when that happens. It makes me nuts. Why does that happen? Let me see if there's anything good in here. Now, Froakie. That person, the young lady that's 4 years old likes Froakie. I mean, look at that card. Oh, God. I am so happy I was able to find her full art cards of Froakie and Piplup. I was able to do that. Okay. Pack 4. Howdy, Lavacero. How are you? Oh, you just came on. I have to show this to you. I'm going to stop ripping this for a sec. Not everybody has seen this. This came in the mail the other day. This was in my post office box. I don't have an empty desk. I try to keep my desk as clean as possible. If you looked over here, I honestly am not lying. Right here, I probably have 300 cards. I have a lot of cards. And I have thousands here. I have cards. Oh, yeah. My sweetheart must really love me. She puts up with this. So this came in the mail. This came in the mail. Ready? Jay's Mix, you're going to like this. The stained glass of the 3 birds. Is that incredible? That is spectacular. Now, she said she's going to be on. She's working until 8:30 my time. And yeah, that's my favorite card. She's working until 8:30 my time. And I don't know how long it takes her to get home, or does she work from home, or I don't know. Hello, BSB. I'll show this one more time because I'm sure BSB didn't see it. And I want everybody to see this. Boy, it's just so incredible. What a beautiful item. So to enter the giveaway right here, 724, that's today. And enter on. I ripped some Japanese packs, BSB, and this was the best card I pulled. And it's a special art rare. I'm giving it away. This is part of what I'm giving away tonight. So here we go. Pack 4. It's half open. Whoops. Whoops. Mankey. For the life of me, I can't understand. Mankey is half pig and half monkey. I don't know. I think that one's named incorrectly. Briani. I'm not sure. Electrike. I haven't had a good hit yet out of these packs. I mean, I'm due. Litwick. Dark Bell. Bennett. Bronzong. Reverse Hollow. Malamar. Reverse Hollow. Heatran. Energy card from the back. I don't know if this is a hit behind here. I don't know. Hi. Wait a minute. Did I just see a Wailord? Oh, I put the wrong card down. Oh, my. It's double silver, so it's full art. It's a pretty card. Somebody's going to be getting that. That's part of the giveaway for tonight. Somebody's getting this card. Silly Gramps. Hey, it's built into the age. Trust me. It just happens. I don't plan it. I don't work at it. It just happens. If things can go wrong, they do. It's the what is it? Murphy's Law. So these are my 2 best pulls of the night so far. A full art and a special art rare. Look at that. That is beautiful. Those are both going out sometime this week to somebody. Two more. There's a hit in one of these. I don't know. And I have a scale here. I don't think you can weigh them. I don't think. I'll rip one more and then I'll tell the story. Which story? I don't know. A lot of people entering tonight. You should enter on 2 videos. This way, I make sure you make sure I get them. Mankey. Briani. Briani, how do you say that? Brian? Electrike. Litwick. Boy, he's just like the last pack. Slowbro. There we go. Look what's on his backside. What is that on Slowbro's backside? That doesn't look like it feels good. It doesn't look like it feels good. I see I have to be careful because you say the wrong words and YouTube gives you a strike. And I don't want any strikes. Granny's doing well, thank you. She's we went to the pool today and spent an hour in the pool at Lifetime Fitness. So we're good. We're going back tomorrow. I don't know why, because I'm still sore. Thievel. Now, I don't know. Do I have a good one coming up? Trumbeak. Shuppet. Let's get the back thing. Okay. Oh, it's just a hollow. So, Spiritomb. The last pack has the hit. So Granny's doing well. She had woman surgery, if you know what I mean. I don't want to talk too much about it, but she's doing well. Thank you. Yeah. Shelter bites and Slowpoke's tail, they both transform? They do? Is that true? I had no idea. Yeah. Tag teams. I love tag teams. Wow. Wow. I had no idea. Shelter bites Slowpoke's tail in order to evolve into Slowbro. Shelter bites Slowpoke's head to evolve into Slowing. Wow. Boy, these Japanese, they're wonderful when they do stuff like this. I'm actually surprised because I tag Japanese Pokemon on every video. I tag them. So they have to see my videos. They can't avoid them. Now, let me just look. I found a store yesterday in the mall near me. And all they do is, I made a video. I think it was on today. It may be on tomorrow. And all they sell is Pokemon, Japanese, Chinese, or Korean. So I bought 2 of these packs. And they're called Striking Competition. So I ripped the first pack, and this is what I pulled. A Jigglypuff and a Mega Lopunny. And they're secret rare. And just to show you, I had no idea they had trainer tag teams. This is by the way, this is a tag team. Look at the bottom of the pack. It says tag team. These 2 were in there, Misty and Lorelei. So I had no idea there were trainer. See the stuff you learn every day about Pokemon. I had no idea that if you bite Slowbro's backside, he oh my God. I just got to be careful that he evolves. And if you bite his head, he evolves. I had no clue. How do I not know these things? I have to come up. I have to tell you a story, not come up with a story. I have lots of stories. Which one should I tell you? I got arrested one time. I was such a scoundrel, let me tell you. I'm home one day. I had a men's softball team. My third baseman was the chief of police in my town. I was the left fielder. I have a great arm, and I can catch anything. Well, in the old days, and I could run. But wait till you hear this. So I'm home, and again, my third baseman is the chief of police. And he calls me. Oh, I'll tell you one more. Let me just make a note of this. You're not going to believe this. See, I got stories I could tell that are amazing. Hold on. He goes, hey, Mark, Mickey McFerrin here. Listen, you have to come down to the police station. I have a warrant for your arrest. I'm like, yeah, come on, Mick. A warrant for my arrest? I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do drugs. I don't steal. I don't do anything. Oh, my sweetheart just maybe dinged me. Hold on. It is. Let me see what she sent me. Could be important. Okay. So he goes, I go, give me a break, Mick. He goes, no, I'm not kidding. Mickey McFerrin, you got to come down to the police station. I have a warrant for your arrest. I said, come on, Mick, you don't have a warrant for my arrest. He goes, listen, if you don't come down to the police station, I'm going to have to send a squad car to your house, and they're going to actually handcuff you and put you in the back of the car. I'm like, are you kidding? He goes, no. And bring a check for $38. So I go down to the police station, which is a mile from my house. And he does have a warrant for my arrest. I had a computer business and I had company vehicles. I had half a dozen company vehicles. And one of my technicians got a parking ticket and didn't tell me about it. And I never knew about it. I never knew about any notice to appear in court. I didn't appear in court. And when you don't appear in court, they send out a warrant for your arrest. So what I had to do was, incredibly, I had to plead guilty and pay a $38 fine. How crazy is that? Now, one more story about this, and then I'll tell you about what I just wrote on this Post-it note. This is incredible. I have so many good stories. Okay, I lived in a town called Fair Lawn, New Jersey. And one day I get a phone call, and we have a dog. And I sent a check in to get a renewed dog license. And I get a phone call from the animal catcher. He says, listen, you need to renew your dog license. I said, I sent you a check. He goes, well, I never received it. I said, well, I sent it to this address, blah, 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 blah. And he goes, yeah, that's correct. And I sent it to the proper department. I said, okay, no big deal. I'm sorry. I said, I'll just send you another check. And it was for like $25 for a dog license for a year. So I sent him another check. And a week later, I get a phone call from him. And he goes, I never got the check. I said, you're kidding me. I sent you 2 checks. I said, I'll tell you what. Are you in your office right now? He goes, yes. I said, I'll be right over. I went over. I gave him a check for $25. He gave me the dog license. Okay. 2 days later in the mail comes 2 dog licenses. Now I have 3 dog licenses. The one I picked up at the town hall and the 2 that just came in the mail. 3 dog licenses. 3 or 4 days later, my doorbell rings. I answer the door. There's a cop there. He goes, I have a citation for you for not having a dog license. I said, hold on. I went and I came out and said, look. I go, I have 3. I have 3. He goes, well, you have to contest it. You have to go to court and contest it. I said, okay. So now I'm in court. Now I am milk toast, if you know what I mean. The Men in Black. And there's a whole bunch of cases. There's a whole bunch of people in court. A whole bunch. There's a guy in charge. There's a guy charged with illegal possession of a firearm. There's a guy charged with aggravated battery. There's a guy charged with stealing a car. And they get to me and they go, Mark Stevens, no dog license. How do you plead? Or how do you plead? I said, not guilty. Everybody laughed in the court because here was all these really bad, well, to me, really bad people, and I don't have a dog license. So I get up. Now I have to wait for that case and that case and that case. And I'm just sitting there going, oh my God, this is insane. It's really insane. So it's finally my turn. And I get up to the judge or to the podium and I said, Your Honor, I said, they gave me a ticket for not having a dog license. But when the police officer showed up to my house to give me the ticket, I have 3 licenses. I showed him the 3 licenses and he gave me the ticket. But the ticket was dated a week earlier. Now, I don't know who was the son of a gun. I'd use another word, son of a gun, who did that. But I think it was the dog catcher guy for some bizarre reason. I don't know why. Because I don't think when I bought the 3rd license, I was abrupt to him or anything. I don't know. But boy, the judge goes, boom, guilty. I'm like, 3 dog licenses. I'm guilty? He goes, okay, you have now my dog licenses are $25 each, right? He goes, and your sentence is a $25 fine. Fine, excellent. So I go and I write a check and I give him a $25 fine. The next day, I go to the town hall and I give him back 2 of the dog licenses. I said, I have 3. I don't need them. They ended up refunding me $50. But how stupid is that? I mean, what a waste of our judicial system. Like, it's a nightmare. It's such an insane thing to do. I point out insanity when I see it. Okay, see, I have stories. I don't know if you believe me or not. I'm going to tell you something right now that you may not believe, but this is the God's honest truth. I'm home one day. I lived in Saddlebrook, New Jersey. This is before kids. I had worked on my background's electronics. I had worked on some top secret electronic equipment for the military. At the time, I couldn't even say what the equipment was called. It was that secret. So I had to get this massive security clearance I had to get a top secret clearance to work on this equipment. I can say what it's called now. It was called Sound Surveillance Systems, SOSUS, SOSUS. They're underwater arrays that sit on the continental shelves and listen for Russian submarines. Every submarine has a distinct noise pattern caused by their screws, which are propellers, but they're called screws. You can put two submarines running near each other, and this equipment could differentiate which one was which submarine was which. And what they normally would do is they'd have a SOSUS up in Rhode Island, a SOSUS in Virginia, and a SOSUS off the coast of somewhere in the Caribbean. And if a Russian submarine came across the Atlantic Ocean, those three SOSUS systems would hear it. And they would triangulate, and they'd be able to tell within 50 meters of where the submarine was. So I had a huge security clearance to work on this equipment. I traveled around. I've been to Cuba. I've been to Cuba because we had SOSUS in Guantanamo Bay. I've been to the Virgin Islands. I've been to Puerto Rico. I've been to a whole bunch of places that have these arrays. I've been to Virginia Beach. I've been to Mayport, Florida. I've been to Providence. I can't remember the name of the place in Rhode Island. I can't remember. Sorry about that. So I did this work for a while. My background is very technical. So one day I'm home. Swear to God. And my phone rings. And my wife, who's now my ex, answers it and goes, hello? And she goes, yes, he is. Hold on a second. And she hands me the phone and goes, here, it's the FBI. I grab the phone and go, hello, can I help you? He goes, yes, is this Mark? I said, yes, this is. He goes, I'm agent in charge out of Hackensack, New Jersey. We have a position available for a field agent, and we'd like to offer it to you. And at the time, I really loved what I was doing. I was working for a company called SCM, Smith, Corona, and Marchant. I was running a worldwide electronics department, and I loved my job. And literally, it was the most incredible job I've ever had, because what I was doing was I was taking their computerized photocopy equipment, really expensive stuff. I would see there was probably 20 circuit boards in this one piece of equipment, and there were problems built into the circuit boards, just design flaws. And I figured out what they were, and I corrected them. And it was just such an interesting job for me. And so he offered me a job as a special agent, and I declined it. I said, I'd love, thank you very much. I said, but I can't. I just love my position where I'm working. Even though I had the plant manager was my boss, nobody told me what to do because nobody knew what I was doing. I had people working for me. So yeah, hey Grams, Hobby Haunter, what's up? So that's the one position, one time in my life, and I look back at it and said, if I had said yes, well, I went to school for it. I went to school for electronics, analog and digital. So, yeah. And I look back at it and said, if I had said yes, what would have happened? I said, I probably would have been shot somewhere. My guess, I would have been shot and killed by some perp. So what else? I had something related to this, and I would have been 007. I would have been 008. Oh, I had one more thing related to this, and I'm not going to remember what it is. Oh, so I'm a Cub Master. I went from FBI to Cub Master. There's a little switch, and I'm having we're going to have a Cub Scout meeting. So I have a friend that's in the FBI. His name is Wes Wong. And I called him up and said, hey, Wes, Can you come to a PAC meeting and talk to the kids about the FBI? Because I wanted to make my PAC meetings really interesting, stuff that normally would never happen. Think about bringing in FBI people to talk to the kids. He goes, sure. He goes, can I bring in a sniper with me? And I said, of course. So in came Wes Wong, field agent, and this guy who was a sniper. Now, this guy, if you looked at him, you would say he's kind of doofy. He looks a little soft. He's not what you envision as an FBI guy. He's not what you envision as an FBI sniper. But not just that, he was also an Army Ranger. And it was like, huh? This guy? Wow. So now he brought in his sniper rifle. So he set it up on a table, his sniper rifle. And he stood there and he just made the kids aware, you're not allowed to touch the rifle. One person can touch this rifle, me, the FBI guy. Yeah, this guy blended in. Let me tell you, he looked like if you were to put 100 people in the room and say, which one is an FBI agent sniper, you would pick him number 100. He looked like such a doof, and he wasn't. He was actually a very deadly person, which is kind of weird. So we had a great event that day. I had an FBI agent talking about being an FBI. The kids were like, wow, we have FBI people here and a sniper with a rifle. This is incredible. And it was actually a very good PAC meeting. Just FYI, when I took over the Cub Scout PAC, we had 41 kids. 1 year later, we had 100 kids because I made the PAC meetings a fun thing. I made the PAC meetings really interesting. I didn't make them just boring where you sit around and talk. I brought people in and did things. I brought in a Native American and we held a ceremony because, Cub Scouts are linked with Native Americans. I brought in the model airplane flyers of Mahwah, New Jersey. I brought in, you name them, I brought them in to talk to these kids. And it was just it became the cool thing to do. To be a Cub Scout became the coolest thing to be in town. I went from 41 to 100. And we changed our what's it called? The Blue and Gold Dinner. When I first took it over, we had the Blue and Gold Dinner was the Elks Club. I made it Thayer Hall at West Point. Thayer Hall, which is a beautiful hotel on the West Point Military Academy. So, yeah. And by the way, here's what happened. So I took it over. We had 41 kids. We'd have probably 50 parents there. For a kid to be there, they had to have a parent there as a Cub Scout. 1 year later, I had 100 kids there with 200 brothers and sisters, with 200 parents, with 200 friends. I'd have PAC meetings with 600 to 700 people at them because I made it such a cool thing to do. I made the Cub Scouts cool. So it was fun. But then there's always, whenever something's fun, there's always a fly in the ointment. So our PAC meetings, our Blue and Gold dinners had been at the Elks Club. Now, if any of you know what an elk is, an Elks Club is a bar. That's really all it is, a bar. And the guys go there, and men only, and drink. And I don't drink. So, and I never drank. I never liked alcohol. I can't drink beer. I could have a glass of wine back then, but that's because I was, raised in an Italian family, and we'd have wine. But so now our pack meetings got so big. We had to, we had two schools, two grammar schools involved in our pack. So I had to split the pack. I called council up and said, our pack meetings are just too big. We need to split. One school's going to be one pack. The other school, my school, is going to be another pack. So a council guy comes in to talk to us, and there's all the den leaders and me and the assistant cub master, and he's asking questions about stuff. And this one den had three people in it, three women. Debbie, and Debbie. It's like Larry, Daryl, and Daryl. No, but Debbie, I called her slunk meat. So these three people were thorns in my side. So there's the guy that's running this from council says, does anybody have any questions? And this Debbie goes, yeah, we had this this fundraiser thing, and we never saw any receipts. And he goes, he turns to me and goes, what is she talking about? I said, well, we had a fundraiser. I said, I took my football cards, mine that I own, and I went to Lawrence Taylor's house, Phil Sims' house, Gary Reason's house, Leonard Marshall's house, Pepper Johnson's house, Howard Cross's house, and I asked them to sign cards for me, and then I was going to sell them at Mawa Day. I said, so I don't know what she wants receipts for. I said, I didn't spend any pack money. This was me donating my cards. And we ended up raising a little over $400. And I gave that to the pack. And we went camping 4 times. Camp Glen Gray in Mawa was a Boy Scout camp. And to rent the whole camp for a night was $100. So we went camping 4 times because I sold my football cards that were autographed. But that's what kind of these 3 people, I was so happy to get rid of them. Oh man, they were a nightmare. So now we're signing in the first time to Camp Glen Gray, and there's kids with me, and there's there's whatever it's called. There's a cabin where you have to go in and sign in. And the guy, there's like a camp master there all the time. So he's standing back there, and behind him on the wall is a fish head with teeth that looked like claws. They looked like needle claws. And if they bit you, it looked like it just would rip your flesh. So the kids are all there looking at this fish. And I said, well, let me play a little prank on them. I said, yes, everybody, that's a mud skipper. Now, if you know what a mud skipper is a fish that's this big. I said, that fish, there's a lake here in the camp. I said, they caught that fish in this lake. Now, the mud skipper, the reason they call it that is because it can come out of the water, and it walks out of the water, and it bites things. I said, so stay away from the lake. All night long, everybody was like, oh my God, there's this deadly animal in the lake. 30 years later, we're watching television, and not 30 years later, but 10 years later, we're watching television, and there's a documentary on, and it has mud skippers. And that's when my kids saw that mud skippers were these little fish this big. And they saw, man, I tell you, I had these kids, nobody went near that lake that night. I'm going to show you one more thing, because this was sent to me. This came in my mail. Crazy. I've been looking to see if she's here. I don't see her name yet. She sent me this. She knows my favorite card is the 3. The three legendary birds. This is beautiful. Look at this. I got this in the mail. This is spectacular. Man, I can't say thank you enough to her. Is she here? I don't see her. So she might not have made it. I know she had to work until 8:30 my time, and now it's 8:50. So yeah, and I mean, and it's big. So it's just when I make a studio, this is gonna be hanging behind me with it's gonna be hanging behind me with all my kitty art that I have. I have a lot of kitty art that looks like this. It's all going to be hanging behind me. This is from the Heart Tongue family. Isn't that nice that somebody sent this to me in the mail? I mean, this is beautiful. Hopefully one day that person becomes a very famous artist like a Picasso. And Grandpa has the original artwork of When They Were a Child. So last pack magic. There is a hit in here, my friends. There's a hit in here. Watch this. I know there is. I can smell it. I can smell it. Oh, God. Okay. Here we go. Last pack. Of course, I've only had one hit so far. Shieldin. Poltergeist. Lullaby. Shuppert. Shuppet. I throw an R in there. Marshadow. Gwen. Sea King. That's not the reverse hollow yet. Oh, look at this. Slowpoke. Is he getting bitten? No, he's not. Okay, reverse hollow Slowpoke. Whoops. That's a reverse hollow of Voltaic Energy. Let's skip a card. Oh, I see something. That looked good. Let's get rid of that. Here we go. Oh, it's a mega something. It's a mega something. Wrong card. Oh my, holy crow. It's, I think, one of the big hits. Oh my goodness. It is only a ultra rare full art. One of these is a big hit. One of them isn't. There's two Zeroas, two of them. But somebody's getting this. We're mailing this out. Somebody's getting that card. That is a nice card. Hold on. Let me put it in a sleeve here. That is nice. Somebody's getting that. Somebody's getting Whale Lord. And somebody's getting this special art rare that I ripped from the Japanese pack earlier. SAR right there. So somebody's going to be very happy getting some nice cards here. So remember to enter the giveaway right here. And remember, tomorrow you're going to see something that says step 1 or part 1, something 1. There's going to be a short and a video. You can enter on both of them. I'm not going to tell you how many times to enter. You could enter as many times as you want. And I'm going to just keep compiling names until we get to hit, until I rip and find that gold card. And then we will give it away to one of those names of somebody that entered all this time. You could enter Monday. Tomorrow, Saturday. There's going to be a video and a short. Sunday, there's going to be another video and another short. Monday, there's going to be another video and another short because I'm going to rip a pack each day. You can enter every day as many times as you want. So I hope I'm explaining that properly. I'll actually explain it in the video tomorrow too. Now, nope, the dupes are staying in. You can enter as many times as you want. I don't care. Just if YouTube asks, I didn't tell you to enter more than once. Oh, so any questions? It's 5 minutes to go. There we go. This is the last time I'm going to show it. Just say this, and I'll have this drawing probably by tomorrow. My grandson's in a play, so I'm going to say by Sunday I'll have this online, and you'll be able to see who won these really beautiful cards. And I'll give away a couple of these stickers also. Yeah, and I've given away some of the cards the gentleman gave me. I mean, he gave me a lot of stuff. So, yeah, I was that close to being an FBI agent. Looking back at it, I think it might have been fun. I probably would have had a good time. When everybody meets me, even though I'm old now, everybody thinks that I was a cop because I, for some reason, look like a cop. I don't know why. But yeah, I came that close to being an FBI agent, which and I always say, if I had, thank you, Meatbird, if I had to do it over again, I probably, looking back at it, I probably would have said, yes, I'll be glad to. And because it sounds very interesting to me. It sounds so interesting. But at the time, I had a great job that I loved. How do you leave a job that you love? And then what happens is I'm working for Smith Corona, and X years later, they sell to 3M. And all the employees are going to 3M, except for one. I said, why are you keeping me? You're selling everything to 3M. There's no more electronics here. There's nothing I can do. There's nothing. Let me show you. Somebody said Detective Pikachu. Look at this. I just happen to have a Detective Pikachu case file. Right here, baby. Detective Pikachu. I found this in the store, and I had to get it. I tell you, that's what I say all the time. If I see something that I've never seen before, I buy it. So that's Detective Pikachu. So we've got 3 minutes left. I need that. It was a great story. It was Ryan Reynolds, if I'm not mistaken. So Pikachu. I thought that's the only Pikachu. That's the only Pokemon movie I've ever seen was Detective Pikachu. The only one I've ever seen. So the stamp card are awesome from that set. It was a cool movie. What is the medium for the stained glass birds that you have? What is that? I don't know. It's like foam. It's like a playmat, kind of. So, and I also have a painting that I've worked on, and I've been promising to show it to who have I been? Jay's Mix for a year and a half. I didn't pay for that. Somebody sent it to me. And the postage was $19 plus. Holy crow. So that came in the mail. So yeah. So by Sunday, look tomorrow for a short and a video that says step 1, section 1, volume 1, something. And then look Sunday for step 2, volume 2, something. And then look Monday for step 3. Just keep entering them. Keep entering. Because it's got to kick. I got to get this algorithm kick-started here because I'm dying with the algorithm right now. I explained before, it's crazy. I went from 85 a day to losing 4, 5, 6, 7 subs a day, from being 85 up to being 7 down. How does that happen? I don't know. So anybody have any questions? We've got a minute left. I want to show you one more thing. I'm going through I have right here an armoire, and it's got, and I find this box in there, and look what it has. Those are all Pocket Monsters. Now you might say, oh, they're not good. Oh, yeah? Yeah, they are good. Uh, the Pocket Monsters are in Japanese. So there's some beautiful cards in here. And they were just sitting on a shelf in there. I had no idea I had them. My God, I have too many cards. I really have to give more away. So this is Gramps saying it's been fun. I love doing this. I can obviously talk for 2 hours. And I thank everybody for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And tomorrow, look for those step 1 or phase 1, whatever it's going to say, and enter and enter and enter. And then look Sunday for step 2 or phase 2 and just keep doing it. Let's see if it helps with the algorithm. I'm still trying to figure out this darn algorithm, man. It is. And if you read or watch videos on YouTube, everybody's having the problem. Everybody. So later, thank you very much for being here. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And it's 9:01, so it's time to say adios. I could have been an FBI agent. Take care, everybody. I really appreciate you guys. Good night, everyone. Take care.